Like and subscribe right now, or this will be in your bed tonight. Hello and welcome to ProRevenge. Before we start, please scroll down and click like and subscribe. This means you will get more videos from me. Please click like and subscribe and you will make my day. Thanks. Doucher bag steals my food. Sorry for any grammatical errors, spelling errors, and all that other shit. I'm baked and could not give a shit. You can always tell me if shit's just too hard to read/comprehend. People like this can rot in hell, because I'm sure that's where he will end up. I had my food stolen, except my office was private, with my director and me having the only keys. My office food thief would break into my office just to steal stuff out of my mini fridge/freezer. I have a shitload of health problems, and it was easier than going back and forth to the kitchen with the communal fridge. I never cooked anything anyway. He would steal my freaking candy. Even still, I can only eat a few special things, like cotton candy, which is hard to find in our small town, so if my hubby finds any he gets me a shitload to last. My protein drinks. At the time I could barely hold any type of food down, so this was literally my sole way of getting nutrition, and they're fucking expensive too. Stole a ton of my real sugar Candizan drinks. I get into a shitload of pain and trouble if I have any high fructose corn syrup, so my shit was special and carefully picked out for my needs, which also includes shitloads of food and environmental allergies. But I digress, and I caught him red-handed once with my specialty coffee that I even made in my office with a little $10 coffee maker, so I could do coffee and tea. I wanna say I paid like $17 to $18 for that shit, and I was pissed. He had just brought the bag into the kitchen as I went in to wash my cup, and saw it as he was trying to make a full pot with it, which world used probably 1/4 of the bag. It was tiny but so good. My hubby started making me meals I could only handle: meat, like fish, fresh beef, chicken, etc. And one day he had made me 2 hamburger patties that were a little on the small side. He knew about my thief and wanted to see if the patties would tempt him enough when he went in to steal drinks or whatever, and in his fashion, he ate one of the patties straight out of my Tupperware with his fucking hands. BTW, I always set up my webcam to record when I was away, when things started to get light and disappear, so I had tons of videos. I would usually only be gone about an hour depending on what had to do, and by God, he never wasted a chance. I ended up going to our executive director, head honcho, basically CEO, just for a non-profit, and had my director and his with me. We worked in different departments, but in the same office, and the directors were at our central office. I explained how I had asked him on many occasions to leave my stuff alone. I also mentioned that legal action could be taken, since my office has to be locked at all times if I wasn't there, because of extremely sensitive documents, social security numbers, license numbers, shitload of bank account numbers, etc. This was a big deal, because he was violating HIPAA and going against company policy, and also him breaking into my office to steal snacks. I had never been happier for our food pantry having a shitty door, so at least he couldn't get to any food meant for clients. Needless to say, after I started that small thunderstorm, it turned into a fucking shitnado because of all the questionable and shady shit he was doing. It came out that he was stealing money from clients, low-income clients. It's a non-profit that serves low-income and disabled families with the food pantry, heating assistance, rent assistance. You get the picture. So these poor people, no pun or offense intended, I just felt horribly for them after I found this out, who were already broke and down on their luck, would get into his bus, like a small church bus, and he would be selling shit. It wasn't good shit either. It was all shit that he bought at auction. He would get expired food, expired candy, aside who the fuck auctions off expired candy, shitty old decor, things that he made, like the time he drilled a plastic bedpan on top of an old wagon. Dude's a fucking lunatic, and there was so much other shit going on. Apparently my food and drinks weren't the only ones being stolen. People just thought they were going through it faster. Thankfully, with my webcam videos, I had edited it down to just him coming in and getting things, and it was still almost 30 minutes long. He was fired. Poor. Gone for good. What's the expression? Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, or something like that. IDK. His wife, who also worked with us, ended up in my county while also still working hers, where she would do one county during one day and the other office the day after and repeat. She's a fucking dumbass too. It took me 2 years to train her and she still fucks up. I left in Feb of 2017 when I just got too sick to continue. Just found I have manuscript which explains some of the bodily betrayal, and since I left, I get an average of 30 Facebook messages a day where my clients looked me up on there so they could complain about what was going on. But obviously the only thing I can do now is to just give the clients the central office number and text for our director. So, to end this ridiculous rant, it fucking sucks ass to have bitches steal your food, especially in my case, when I have such a restricted diet. Now, in the industry he was in with the non-profit, he would drive the small bus I mentioned. It has 10 seats, but 2 can fold up for a wheelchair to be put on. He was also supposed to get his 450, so he could drive the bigger buses from the NP, and he was asked to do this in 2012 and surprise, he still hasn't gotten it. His wife is a huge gossip with the other drivers, since he used to be one. Oh, and our company? It's the only one in the 10 counties that are all wrapped around our county, so he won't be rehirable because of the theft, and more shit came to light after he left, like seriously slacking on paperwork. We get government grants to run the company, so this is a huge deal. So now he's basically blackballed unless he wants to drive a school bus, which he will still need his 454. Even the garbage companies around here won't hire him because of an anonymous letter to all the ones within 50 miles. He did the trash collector thing for like 24 years before he changed to the bus. Still confused on how he drove the garbage truck before he started. Now that I think about it, he has his own company, so I'm thinking maybe he just drove it with a regular license and pray not to get into an accident or pulled over, which is hella crazy to think about, but possible I guess. Moral: don't be a fucking twat and steal other people's food. Thank you for reading my rant, lol. TL. Dr. Ed the damn story / rant and boom. You know the story. A Tale of Revenge on a Nasty Supervisor. USAF edition. This happened in the mid 80s while I was active duty Air Force. I was a sergeant, E4. My direct supervisor was a TSGT, E6. This TSGT, Rob, not his real name, was a real jerk. He was about 5'10" and a beanpole. He lived on coffee and cigarettes, and thinking of ways to bully subordinates. Well, in addition to being a jerk, Rob had a very nasty sense of humor. He could dish it out, but couldn't take it. We had these old metal desks with plexiglass covering the tops. He started in on me with supergluing my coffee cup to the plexiglass top. Needless to say, when I went to pick up the cup, everything went everywhere. Of course the whole office laughed hysterically. I didn't blame them. Nobody wanted to be Rob's target. Next, he moved my car to another parking lot. Right before I called the security police, he told me where my car was. He kept it up, not just me either, but the whole office, till one day he went too far. We had just got a new captain assigned to our branch. He was a nice man, quiet, kind, and earned all of our respect. He heard about all the crap Rob pulled and witnessed a few of the milder pranks. Then Rob got nastier. I went out to the parking lot at the end of the day and my car, a little Civic, was up in blocks. I almost had a stroke. Rob went too far. Granted, the captain made Rob put my tires back on and read him the riot act. Back in the 80s the atmosphere was much more relaxed. That is, you could get away with more. The captain and I decided that I should get my revenge. My revenge had to be carefully thought out, and I had to cover my ass as Rob could destroy my career. First, the captain changed my reporting official, supervisor, to himself. This was to prevent Rob from writing me a horrible or mediocre airman performance report, APR. The timing was important as Rob had just written my annual report, so the change in reporting official wouldn't trigger another April. Then I went to the base hospital and got a few letterheads from a friend in the environmental health office. The environmental health office was the office that handled all the reports of STEs and did all the mandatory interviews. I had to swear on my unborn children's heads that this wouldn't get back to them. The captain and I went to work on a letter scheduling a date for Rob to be interviewed as a confirmed contact of someone that was positive with a STE. This was going to hit Rob hard. You see, he thought the world of himself. According to him, he was his wife's master and he ruled the house and his kids. He never had any other woman but his wife, who, according to him, worshipped the ground he walked on. Also, she would even leave the house to buy groceries without letting him know, asking permission. I sort of believed him on that one as she called the office several times a day. Well, the letter was written and placed in the afternoon distribution. The captain made sure he was standing right next to Rob when he opened his official mail. Rob was a creature of habit and always stood right by his distribution tray to read his mail, coffee in cup and cigarette in hand. I was sitting at my desk watching. I swear Rob turned white and I could hear him say something to the captain. I could see the captain reading the letter Rob handed him, so I moved a bit closer, not a huge office, and heard the captain say, "Well Rob, have you been horsing around?" Rob of course was denying this, like really, who would touch him, yuck, and kept saying I can't believe this. It wasn't until a few minutes later when Rob went to grab a phone to call his wife that the captain said, "Wait Rob." The cap looked at me and said, "Do you think this is enough?" The captain and I both busted out laughing. Everyone in the office was looking around confused and asking what was so funny. Neither the captain or I would tell anyone what was going on. Rob knocked over the distribution boxes, threw his car key, and started having a fit. The captain stopped Rob's fit and basically told him, quietly, that he deserved what he got, and he ordered Rob to stop with the pranks. Thank God I had thought about changing my reporting official, because Rob would have roasted me. Not much later I volunteered for an overseas assignment. It seemed the prudent thing to do. My revenge did get around eventually, within the upper ranks. It seemed to be a consensus that Rob got what he deserved. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. But before you go, please like and subscribe for more. Not many of you at all that watch are subscribed or like the video, and this makes me unsure if I should continue to make more content or not. So if you want more content, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also please give me some feedback in the comment section about what I can do better, because not many people comment on my videos, so I have no idea of people's opinions of thoughts about this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's all from me. If you have subscribed and liked the video, please consider sharing the video with your friends. Thanks and bye. I'm still doing daily uploads, so hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.